It's known as one of the loudest stadiums in sports for a reason. And it'll only get louder as the collective 12th man starts cheering for their Seahawks. Welcome to Lumen Field in Seattle. Tonight, we'll get a prime-time preseason matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Seattle Seahawks. Michael Dixon with the honor of getting us started. And we're underway from Seattle. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. They're going to be led out by the 11-year quarterback from Mississippi State. It's Dak Prescott.
I don't think I'm alone in this, Kate. To me, Dak is one of the easiest players to root for their success in the NFL. I think for me and for many others, it's based on all he's overcome, from tough playoff losses to significant injuries. But his leadership, his stats, his ability to play like an MVP in big moments, at his best, he really is all you could ever ask for.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Man in motion here. On 2nd down, a run with Williams. Now that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a long, so it's going to be 3rd down.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
3rd down, they need 7. Putting a receiver in motion. To the air on 3rd and long. Finds his man over the middle. And he's not going to make it. They stop him short. So they expect a punt coming up here on 4th down. The Cowboys setting out their punting unit. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. Starts his return from the 23. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. So out comes the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. Bringing him out, a 9th-year pro who helped lead his team to the promised land last season. Here's Sam Darnold.
If we had asked Sam Darnold, coming out of USC as the 3rd overall pick in the draft, to write the story of his career, I don't think he would have written some of these chapters. But in the end, it makes you tougher. It makes you gritty. And playing quarterback in the NFL is a lot about that. Your ability to just withstand adversity and to continue to get up time after time after time. And Sam Darnold has shown that kind of perseverance.
You can't find a connection on 2nd down. That incompletion means it is 3rd down.
Incomplete. Malik Hooker on the coverage.
Darnold now to throw. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp. And that makes it 4th down. Seahawks bringing out the punt team. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. As the Cowboys offense heads back to the field, let's take a look at their offensive coordinator, Clayton Adams. He's in his 2nd year as OC with the Cowboys, 8th overall as a coach in the NFL. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play. Showing some patience in their ground game early here, Brock, continuing to feed their guy despite the lack of results so far.
I know this will sound kind of silly, but you've got to run the ball to run the ball. And what I mean by that, there's no way to get this run game going is unless you continue to give him the rock to try to warm it up.
To the line, here's 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
That is caught. He's got Lamb. And they're going to get him to the ground after a 16-yard gain. And that is good for a Cowboy 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Dallas.
Prescott takes off with it. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Give to Williams from the gun. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. To the ground by Nick Emanwari.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And that one's not going to be caught. Could have extended the drive, but the defender times it perfectly, breaks it up. That means it's fourth down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and incomplete.
Nice punts here, up and angled towards the sideline. This one's headed for the sideline and out. Look at the mark. They say it's at the 9 where it's crossed. The Seahawks taking the field for their second possession. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. Give them the first down here. Looks to be an even 20 on that play.
It's a gain of 20. That's good for a Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Another carry for Charbonnet. A lot of space ahead. Taken down after a quality gain of 15 yards. And that's good for a Seattle first down.
A gain of 15 yards. That's another Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Darnold. That's a catch. Jackson Smith and Jigba. Defense gets to him, shoves him out, gaining about 16 before they did so. And that gives the Seahawks the first down.
That's another Seahawks first down. First and 10 at
Now
the
Darnold off the play
39-yard
action.
line.
Caught. Cooper Kupp makes the play. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
From the gun, Charbonnet gets it. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got second and 11.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard brings up second and 11 at the Cowboys' 22-yard line.
Darnold. Pass cut, 9-yard line. And he stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
That's good for a Seahawks first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
From the red zone now. This one's caught. And he's going to get about 3 here. Almost all of it on the catch. The defense was there immediately.
A gain of 3.
Here's second and goal from the 6.
Second and goal at the 6-yard line.
Throwing here, Darnold. And he is met and dropped by the Cowboys. And it's third and goal now from the 7.
The play lost a yard. It's now third and goal.
Play fake, Darnold. And it's incomplete on third and goal. Now, he'd be perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah.
And I look at it through those optics so much. It's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground, to knock them out of that rhythm. I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
This makes it up to the 25. Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. And they're hoping they can keep the punter off the field this time around, Brock, after he's been called upon each of their first 2 possessions. This is complete to Ferguson out left. He's going to be taken down here, but not before the play gets him 12 big yards and a first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Cowboys.
Handoff goes to Williams, running right. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8.
It's second and 8.
Play action, Prescott. to the left and reeled in by Ferguson. And he's out of bounds with a big gain on the final play of the first. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through one quarter. Just 3-0 is our score. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. Now running here with Jaden Blue. And he's got a chunk here, about 14 yards before the stop is made. First down coming up.
Gain of 14. And the Cowboy first down.
From the red zone on first. Has it at the 7. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
Play fake. It's Milton. Oh, that's a tough one. Couldn't bring in the touchdown clean. It falls incomplete. It's going to be second down.
Incomplete. Brings up second and goal.
Milton out of the pistol here. On screen here to Blue. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Complete to Jaden Blue. Touchdown.
Well, Brock, I think you and I both saw that one coming together from up here, and it became clear pretty quickly that if they got things going, that one could go the distance.
Yeah, the 6 points earned on any screen pass touchdown, I'd give half a point to the sell job of the quarterback, half a point to the effort of the running back, but 5 of those points to the big guys in front of them. They're the most important ones out there on that play, and in the best of times, they clear lane for a touchdown just like that.
Starting from the 5. Shoots another one. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Seahawks offense running out now. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Wilson on the give, headed left. Very small gain, if anything here, maybe a yard. It's second down.
Brought down by Jason Barham. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9 at the 22-yard line.
Here's Locke to the air. Looked well downfield for that one. All we found was a waiting defender to knock it away. Third down coming up.
For Jake Bobo, incomplete. It's now third down and 9 yards to go.
Here's Locke. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys get the football on the first turnover of the contest. He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed and someone was there to make a play on it.
Well, what you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it off.
Right side, quick pass, complete. Tried to beat him with a quick pass, but not quick enough. That winds up as a loss. Now, following that play, we have somebody shaken up. And, man, with so many guys fighting for roster spots, you never want to see someone get hurt. Hopefully they can fix him up quick. Negative yardage on that last play, even as they completed the pass. So a tough 3rd and 13 now. Back to throw. Here's Milton. He was letting that one go. That pass isn't even going to get beyond the line. That is incomplete. The defense forces fourth down. Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. From the right hash, this is going to be a 51-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. He dodged the tackle. Great vision, gets him across midfield. I don't think they're going to catch him. Touchdown! He takes the kick all the way back for 6. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. so simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
This return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Cowboys offense headed out there. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. Pressure gets there. The defense gets home. He's dropped to the 14. Byron Murphy. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down. A third down run with Blue. Blue swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Brought down on the play by Uchenna Nwosu. This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. Milton now. Trying to set up that screen, but it falls incomplete. And now they're facing fourth down. They'll go with another punch, which brings Brian Anger back to the field. Seahawks with Torrey Horton back deep to return this. Collects this at the 32. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. The Seahawk offense ready to get going once again. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. This is on target. Ricky White the third. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. Talk about an explosive start to this drive. 32 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Wilson on the shotgun handoff. And he gets home. Touchdown Seahawks. So great work by the running back there, Brock. Found just a little bit of space, and he took advantage all the way for 6.
Big time. I mean, so big time. You know, and you hear running back coaches, Kate, say this. They'll say slow to explode through. And he explodes all the way for the touchdown.
That one splits the uprights. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead. Now is Dixon to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. They'll look to knot up this game right now as they trail 17-10. Up the middle, Blue. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Here's Milton. Gets it through, but contact at the catch point forces that incompletion. Nearly had it over the middle. Instead, just 3rd down now.
It's 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
Milton. Firing quick, but he is still hit as he let that one go. Good work by the defender affecting that pass. It's going to bring around 4th down. Brian Anger on now to punt. He's got it at the 24. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The Seahawk offense taking the field now. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone. But the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Plays until they stop them because they proved last drive they couldn't.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. They'll go from the gun with Wilson. And give him a fresh set of downs. That play goes for 10. Okay, so they sent the blitz, but it almost seemed to backfire there, Brock. They ran through it for a pretty nice game.
Yeah, because there's a little boom or bust, right? Is an offense, as a QB, if you see that and run away from the blitz, it can be effective like it was there.
And the big game followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of them on that run. Back to the line they come, second down.
Second and 12 at the 35-yard line.
Lockdown. And that one's incomplete. He got muscled off the ball there, and that's going to bring up third down. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two, two becomes three, and on and on and on.
Third and long for him here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up. So, Brock, we're down to a minute and 59 seconds to play now in our opening half. Seahawks with the lead here at Lumen. So another punt coming up. Michael Dixon back out there. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. It's fielded at the 14. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Cowboys about set to take over. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Now Milton to throw. And instead of a receiver, that one finds the ground. Incomplete. It's second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Milton back to throw. Look at that power, deep left side. And an unforced error. Can't bring that one in. That's going to go as a drop, and that means it's third down. So 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. They'll throw, third and long. Uh-oh, Milton lost it. But I believe the Cowboys were the first in the football. They were, so they keep possession. Dallas sends its punting unit onto the field. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. He'll start from the 39. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. The Seahawks are going to take over late in the half. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. To throw, here's Locke. He almost throws this away on the first snap of the drive. Put it into harm's way, the pick is dropped, so they're going to see second down.
Malik Hooker on the coverage.
Straight ahead, it's Wilson. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be third down.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Throw here, third down. And that one's not going to be caught. Could have extended the drive, but the defender timed it perfectly, breaks it up. That means it's fourth down. Michael Dixon on the punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And that's well into the end zone, so a missed chance to stick them near the goal line. Instead, they're going to have the ball at the 20. Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. He's going to be taken down. Play goes for about 10 yards. And that's going to give Dallas the first down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
First down, Dallas.
So first and 10 now from the 30. throwing now, Milton. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10, still from the 30.
Here we go.
To throw, Milton. He's trying to lay this one in deep down the right side. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. So we have a one-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks for that update, Scotch. Welcome back, everyone, for the third quarter. Had a one-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. Time now for the bottom half of the roster to make an impact, Brock. Our preseason opener underway in half number 2. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. A give to Wilson up the middle. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Locke looking to throw. And after making the catch, he is decked quickly at the 38. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that gives the Seahawks the first. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Locke to throw it. White working downfield, and he has it. Brought to the ground as they hit him big on that play, Brock. Looks like they're marking a gain at about 25 yards.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. On that yardage, it really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
New set of downs from 37. Throwing is Locke. To the left side and reeled in by Wilson. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Now Wilson. And he gets home. Touchdown, Seattle. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one right down the middle. And they bump their lead up to 14.
Cowboys 10.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Return starts at the 3. And in the end, only able to get this up to his 25-yard line. Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. They'll work really cut out for him now, partner, to follow up that touchdown and get things back to a one-score game. Off the play fake. Here's Milton. Lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. Ooh, the drive nearly ends on the first play. He had the interception, but dropped it. That means it's second down. So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store. Second down, Milton. Stepping up, and he's going to run. He's tackled after a gain of about 13, and that's going to give the Cowboys a first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
On first down, it's Blue. And he's going to be hauled down after a gain of about 7. It's second down.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
That's complete right side. That play picks up about 6 yards as he stopped. And that is good for a Cowboy first down.
It's a gain of 6. And the Cowboy first down.
He gets the handoff. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle. We've got a stoppage here. There's a player out there in some pretty obvious discomfort being worked on. All hopes, of course, that it's nothing serious, especially here in the preseason. Second down run by Davis. This is ahead for about 5. Made by Noah Igbenogany. 7th play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3.
Pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Quickly looking left, and it's complete. Toward the sideline, and out of bounds he goes. Play gains about 12, and that's going to give Dallas the first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Dallas.
Here's a throw. On target to Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to get about 3, but almost nothing after that. Tackle made quickly after he made the catch.
3-yard pickup.
Picked up a few on that first down play, so now we've got 2nd and 7.
Seahawks 27-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Milton. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Sideline and incomplete. It's 3rd down. And 7 yards to go.
Going from the gun here. Knocked away and hits the ground, incomplete. That brings up 4th down. Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. First field goal was good. His second look from inside of 45 yards. Aubrey puts it through, and that'll get him back to 11.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Starting from the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. All right, so they're going to take over at the 39. Nice effort there. The Seahawks returning their offense and this running back to the field. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Lock. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. First play of the drive, Brock. You always tell me that's always the start of a new battle. And the defense wins round 1 in this series.
Yeah, and this next down kind of sets the table, right? You
Yeah.
got to now put yourself in a manageable 3rd down after lack of execution on first.
And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That's good for a Seahawks. First down.
Here's Lock to the air. Headed out right. Rushes right there as he releases it. And it goes nowhere near the target. Lucky to avoid a sack there, Brock. It is second down. This is Wilson. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate, training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Here's Locke. Over the middle, that's caught by Horton. He's not going to challenge for that first down. He's taken down short of the line to gain after he picked up 5.
Jason Myers for the Seahawks field goal. A 59-yard attempt.
And they're trying to will it further, but it just doesn't have the muster. This one falls short. And the game stays at 11.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. And as much as we thought we'd be watching highlights here, talking about this passing game, Brock, it's been the guys on the other side of the ball who've come in and stolen that spotlight.
Yeah, and in an offensive-driven league, and one that's sometimes even legislated that way, it's nice and refreshing to see a defense put together an effort like this.
Amen.
Be the ones everybody's talking about for how well they played on their side of the ball.
To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, 1st and 10. On the give, it's Blue. And this goes across midfield and into Seahawks territory. Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Blue running to the right. He's going to manage 13 yards here before going down. That picks them up to 1st.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Cowboys.
Back to throw. Here's Milton. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. 2nd down coming up. All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on 1st down. Here's a quick pass. Caught outright. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Davis gets it from the gun. Look at this, 9 yards on a nice 1st down run. Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Completed out to the left on that quick throw. Good reaction to the RPO. They're going to get to him behind the line. We're down at 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. Milton now. And they come up empty on that 3rd down. Would have been good for the 1st, but couldn't hang on through that hit. It is 4th down.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. That force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Making the call himself. So they come through with 6, and they're rewarded for going for it on 4th down.
At the 9-yard line.
That excitement brings us to the end of the quarter. They'll have a shiny new set of downs to play with to start the 4. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
They'll run. Davis. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play at 1st and goal situations, too. Because a run like that now, well, leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
Throwing middle, and he's got it. Touchdown, Dallas.
Complete to Jonathan Mingo.
You always tell me, Brock, it is a whole different world here. Running routes, working in confined spaces, instead of having that whole field to spread out a defense.
Oh, spot on, Casey. Some players, that's the world they thrive in. Finding windows where windows shouldn't exist, and then being ready for the throw to arrive. It happens so fast. Trusting your quarterback to make the right read and get it to you.
Now it looks like somebody is shaken up after that play. Never like seeing injuries, especially in the preseason. We'll get the training staff out to work on him. Escapes a defender. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. And once complete, it's Brian outright. And they get him down after a gain of 10. But great effort on his part. Pays off with the 1st down.
And the Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll run. It's Wilson. And he hurries forward here for a 9-yard gain. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 43-yard line.
They'll go right back to Wilson. Pop behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up. It's a nickel set for the Cowboys on this 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 3.
He's dropping back to throw. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Now we have a member of the Cowboys hurt after that play, and they'll need to get somebody out there to look at him. Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. They'll throw for it. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs. So 1st down from the 41. Play fake. It's Milton. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
The offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, and not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. It just couldn't quite.
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Seahawks will set up just a little bit shy of the 40 following the tackle. Heading to the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. It's a give to Wilson. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
That is just a great drive start. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
One inside give to Price. It's in. He's going to be stopped after a 1-yard gain. And that's going to be a Seahawks 1st down.
That's good for a Seahawks 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's a shotgun give to Price. And he's stuck with him, but this one heads the wrong way. He winds up losing yards. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at their 48-yard line.
Lockdown. Caught, nice gain left side. Big play before they get to him. That one's going to pick up about 23. And that's good for a Seattle 1st down.
A gain of 23 yards. And the Seahawks 1st down.
Trying the left side. Price. Still has room inside the 15. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal. All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal.
Seahawks 1st down.
They'll try and punch it in. And he won't get in. The daylight was there for just a second, but it closed just in time to keep him out. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Again, down to Price. He stopped, and I think technically this is going to go as a loss on the play, Brock, but that's still right on the edge of the goal line. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal.
Now 3rd and goal.
Here's another for it. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up. All right, get that popcorn ready. It's 4th and goal late. They're going to try to throw for it. And he won't come through on 4th and goal. And that play doesn't get it done. We've got a turnover on down. Look at this. 3 tight ends to the right on his 1st and 10. They're going to read at the line. And start with a give to Davis. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. And I think they can finally loosen their collars just a little bit, Brock. A nice little cushion now off their own goal line.
That necktie is knotted pretty tight when you're down there smelling your own goal line. So it gives them a little room. Exactly what they needed. And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
He's going to be stopped after a gain of 9. That was what they needed. 1st down coming up.
They call third downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection. Set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
And the stop is made. First down coming up. It's a gain of 11.
He was brought down by Julian Neal. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Cowboys.
Here's Milton. And that one's going to be incomplete. A deep look, unsuccessful. That's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Still 10 to go. Second down now from the 26. Milton. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks make the play that should win them this game. So they'll have here first and 10 from the 34.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at the 34.
Give up the guts. It's Price. And the drive starts out small. Just 1 yard on that play. Now whistles and a timeout taken quickly by the defense. 1:50 left to go.
Brings up second and 9.
They're going to pass it here. Wow, still throwing, and this is intercepted. That's Bobby Okereke. And the Cowboys have some new life in the fourth.
I'm not going to lie. When he dropped back to pass, I was surprised they were willing to put it in the air. But how about this defense? They weren't surprised, and now they give their offense a chance to go win it.
Setting up to pass. Pressure's going to get there, and he goes down. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock's still running.
It's second down.
Back to throw. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
Incomplete.
To throw. He's going for it himself. Now, third and 15. You don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock's still running.
Cowboy first down.
Here he is to throw. He's not going to be able to get rid of it, so they got to him. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock's still running.
It's second down.
And they get up there and clock the ball. A little over 50 seconds now remaining. Need something big. It's third and long. Here he is to throw. Yet another interception, and that could be what does it. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks make the play that should win them this game.
Intercepted. The Seahawks take over first and 10.
He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one. So several thousand 12th men and women cheering as the Seahawks win at home. And they're off to a good start in the preseason, Brock. Seen a lot of players fighting together for the victory. With Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The